lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. And he's going to run it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Down for the offense. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide out in motion. Looking for a man. It's Ward. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's caught downfield. After the filthy move, he's got room. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Trying to find his man on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely bad.
But unfortunate with that incompletion, the quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Trying to escape and get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Leaves it with the running back. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both. Got it stopped. Now forcing a 4th down.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it past the marker. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. They decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And the Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. Snap it to the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Miami. Let's go.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Get set.
Motion from the offense. Scanning the field, it's Ward. And that pass is intercepted. Bringing it back. Inside the 50. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What an amazing play by the defense. Not only do you get the interception, but you completely flip the field. And how about the open field running by that guy once he made the pick?
Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Here's the handoff. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. and long from the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Dropping back, it's Howard. Getting some heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
It's 4th and 15, but the offense will stay on the field. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Ohio State.
The Buckeyes will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Ward. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. They'll run play action. Right down the middle. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone. I
agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. They'll give it to him again. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Looking for space. It's Judkins. Open run. Headed to the end zone. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes! I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he put an exclamation point on that drive with a 29-yard touchdown. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally, handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
Fires one high and deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Yeah, the defense knew coming into this game that this offense was going to try and throw it down the middle of the field, so they knew that they were going to have to break on passes but also be really physical, tackle the catch, and knock the ball away, and they were able to do that there.
After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. To the air, it's Ward. He's right on target. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's complete. A huge pickup. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Ooh, the defense so lucky that was not a touchdown. The offense saw an opportunity to take a chance and take a shot, and they executed that play beautifully.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw. Slides away. The throw. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Kane.
And how about this play by the offense? First and goal from the 1-yard line. Everything says it's going to be a run. It's going to be a run. Nice job by the offense. A little sleight of hand, throwing the football, getting the touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So a drive there of 85 yards. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit about to go to work. And he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll throw it on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the ball is picked off. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Ohio State 14, Miami 7.
The Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
First and 10.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Now the defense will try to rise up on third and short from the 21. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The Canes will snap it on first and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Makes his connection. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? To the air, it's Ward. It's complete to the left. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Got his man on the right. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
From the red zone, it's Johnson. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll turn to Martinez. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Ohio State 14, Miami 7.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Miami.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They'll try to get the first through the air. Those defenders were seeing red, and the quarterback felt it and got down quickly.
It's the 4th quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. You're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need to score badly. We got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6th to finish it. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Trying to impose their will with the run. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Little touch pass to the receiver. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
At the 37. And that's a first down for the offense.
And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ballgame. Its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. They'll go right back to him. Bust through behind his pad. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on third down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
The give to the back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Looking for a crease, it's Henderson. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Man, that D-tackle's a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. The line of scrimmage is the 25. It'll be a 42-yard kick for the win. So now on comes the field goal unit. The line of scrimmage is the 25. It'll be a 42-yard kick for the win. From 42 yards out, he calls ball game. That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, David. That's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play. But you could see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward, this is a huge confidence builder for this team.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.